Max, have you had time to have a title celebration since Qatar? Was there a big party?
I mean, nothing major, just a little bit with friends, and I mean, it was also just nice to be home a little bit before heading into this triple header. So yeah, nothing too crazy.
Really excited, these 2 coming weekends are the most important for me. I want to do really well around these places, so looking forward massively to it. From the last 2 events, things that we were doing were not right for us. It was quite obvious when you look back and sit back and look at things that we were doing. So I really hope that in the coming weekends we can transform our form.
The great thing about our sport is that there's always another day to get back on the horse, and so that's I've just been moving forward. There's nothing I can do about the past. Yeah. There's definitely things we can learn from. I can learn from, which I have, and just now focused on getting back in and excited for these next races that are coming up, especially the back-to-backs.
Yeah, I like the track. I like the combination of the high-speed sector 1 and then the slow-speed contending sector 2 and 3. A lot of opportunities for overtaking into 10-12 and also into 10-1. Very unique corner, very steep uphill, and then very wide entry. So a lot of racing line possibilities there. So we have the sprint race on Saturday and the main race on Sunday. So plenty of opportunities to put a good show for the fans.
Missing a race, is tough, and a lot of points lost there. Yeah, I'll still give it a go. Not with Fernando or Luis or anyone, just for my own sake. Keeping pushing until the end of the year, like I always do. Finish strongly the second half of the seasons, and yeah, especially after a good run of races before Qatar, I just want to go back to that and keep enjoying driving this car.
I mean, even if your car fits the track, you can still get it very wrong because you've only got very few laps in FP1 to get the car sorted for the rest of the weekend. And if you do any mistakes in this FP1 in terms of setup direction, this can have a big influence and a much bigger influence than anything else over the whole weekend. So it's going to be super important to be on it from the first lap tomorrow. And but if we have a good FP1, then we can expect a good weekend here.
I don't think many people just many people in the world get to achieve such a thing. So that, and also people who do enter Formula One, not many people get to stay for a full 100. So I do want to stay for many more, and I think that's still my next target. But 100 races, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of great memories, good success. So pleasant journey so far.
Scary, to be honest, how quick life is passing by, and it's sort of a reminder that you need to make the most of every single day, because I still feel like an 18-year-old kid, and I still feel new to Formula One, but I've been here 5 years. But I think it's a good thing, because I feel like I've only just begun and I've got such a long way ahead of me.
To know that, when I get things right in the right circumstances, we have a track that suits us, that we can genuinely win on merit, is a very exciting place to be in. And I think for me, starting on pole and having a lot of safety car restarts and stuff, there was a lot of opportunities where things could have gone wrong. So I was pretty proud that I managed to weather a lot of those things and come out with the sprint win. So no, it was definitely a nice confidence boost. But yeah, still want a Grand Prix win. That's going to mean a lot more.
There's a few corners here you got to watch out for. So I think it's something to think about at a lot of tracks now, with the track limits being a challenge.
Definitely some very big names and big champions coming on board in the team. So I think everyone is extremely proud to see these big celebrities supporting the team, coming on board, and supporting the project in bringing Alpine to the top. So now it's definitely a special moment, and looking forward to meet all of them.
As soon as there was an opportunity this year, even if we are not performing at our best level every race, we are taking the opportunity when it arises, and we just need to create more of those opportunities, because if we do so, we are going to be able to perform, and it's a very cool news that we are seeing, and it gives great confidence to the team for this weekend.
Normally a Monday after a race weekend, Singapore, maybe Suzuka, you feel okay, that was tough. This weekend, last week, 2 weeks ago now. Thursday, Friday, starting to get your energy back. There's definite exhaustion in there. A lot of recovery, a lot of eating, and rest.
Really felt refreshing for everyone in the team, because once you're doing so many races and without any points, it for sure it starts to eat everybody's confidence a little bit. Like, you start to wonder, can you do it? And now again we proved for everyone in the team that yes, we can do it. If we get everything right, we can score. So definitely, a bit better vibe overall now, and I hope that can carry for a bit better end of the season.
It's going to be a busy, hectic weekend, given it's a sprint. On top of that, obviously, we have this new car to get our head around, and only 1 hour of practice, and then obviously we go into Parc Fermé. So not easy, but obviously, it's been a long time coming, and look forward to try the new toys.
I do feel we made a step last weekend out in Qatar, and I still think, with a few upgrades or we have coming for here, and that will improve another step. And we need that, and we see improvement, double points for the first time since I think Montreal last year or something. So that's a very good engagement also for the people back in the factory to keep them motivated.
I mean, so far we tend to always slightly didn't able to put it all together as a performance as well. For myself, obviously, as well. So. Just have to gear up a little bit. We just have to only 5 races, like you said, so we can't lose, any single points from now on. Obviously, every race is from the beginning was a race, but from now on especially. So, but we have confidence that we can do it. So, we see how it goes.
It's nice to see the upgrade on the car. Finally, we haven't had many upgrades to the car this year. It's been a tough year in terms of just finding performance. The guys have been really struggling this year to make gains on the car we've had, and I think this upgrade is exciting one because it's very different. On paper, it's not actually meant to be more downforce as such, but it's a new concept, and it's hopefully the concept that we'll be using for next year's car.
It's a very good track for me with Williams. Obviously joined the driver academy here in 2021, did my first FP1 here last year, and it's the first car track in America that I've ever driven. So it's nice to be back, and nice to be back in an F1 car.
So I went out to Singapore, and where they had some pretty big updates, and that was actually a pretty positive weekend for the team. So that looked good, and drivers were saying that they could feel some good differences. So I'm expecting a car a little stronger than where I left it. But I mean, it's going to be the 3rd race I've done this year, so I'm still very, very green for this season. But in saying that, I'm not using that as an excuse. It's just, everything kind of still feels new to me.
Where's the horse?
This year, I need to be careful.
Oh, yeah.